Okay, so we're just down at the stables and we got a little problem. The drain in the yard here, the square yard, has blocked up. So Barry and Richard have been joined by Ian, our friendly builder, to see if we can get this out. They got the tanker down and they're just trying to suck it out at the moment, and we'll see how they're going.
It falls into that grill, ends up here, and we think that the bottom is a bit flatter here.
Yeah.
It slows down a bit and it drops itself down. It was solid.
Solidly blocked, was it?
Ian had a real scoop out.
Yeah. And then these slabs over here, they were on top and the side walls. That's how they made it, I suppose, wasn't it?
Well, the big slab, that one there, was the biggest one.
Oh, right, that was a big slab. A monster slab, isn't it?
Two walls, a solid bottom, two walls, and a solid top.
Okay.
If a lorry go over it, you've got problems.
Blimey, yeah, that is something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to look on the internet and find a proper situation that would replace that thing in the middle of the yard.
Yeah.
And then put a plastic pipe down here and bury the whole thing in sand. Top it off with concrete or tarmac. You can make it tarmac.
Yeah, you got a few bags of tarmac, I suppose. But where would the trap be?
Underneath the wheelbarrow.
Oh, actually go down further to trap all the muck and then pull it all up again. But you'd probably find that the real damage came because you had some traffic over and it collapsed, isn't it?
It's on the main line, I think it probably takes some.
It's probably pretty, you know, you don't know what came through here on occasion, have you? You know, you could have...
The lorry would probably do it because they've got quite a high point, I think.
Yeah, could well have done that.
One of these things lorries might come in.
Well, they built it good, so then that then goes down to the river, I suppose, doesn't it?
We're just discussing that. We actually don't know where. We think it picks up the drains for the studio.
Yeah.
And that makes the studio and possibly the brew house.
Takes it off down.
It disappears into the blue. We don't know where it goes.
Yeah.
There is this.
It's a bit of a smell, isn't it?
What?
It's a bit smelly.
It's a bit smelly because it's stagnant.
Yeah. Got a flush through.
And roping smell.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. We know all about that.
Smell of money.
Is that right, Ian? Smell of money. That's good to know. You know, there's muck, there's brass, eh?
Very much just getting the bowser half full and a good flush before we.
Yeah. Well, actually, they're drinking tea and coffee.
Right? Yes, yeah.
But that's what they call getting the bowser full. Yeah, maybe they'll use their own bowser after that.
So I don't know if we got any. We're going to need a bit of plywood.
He wants to get down in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'll take you.
I think you should jump in.
Give me the elbow, I'll get it. It's style,
That's it, isn't it, Barry?
Yeah.
He's doing it right now, isn't he? Yeah. Just needed a bit of advice. Slab of concrete, are you? Oh, down there, you're hitting something. I can see a bit of a shiny mark. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just the top stones.
The top slabs again, yeah.
Slabs again.
How's this project coming on?
Well,
Yeah? Have you found the blockage?
the blockage is
Still further under there, is it?
Under there.
Cripes. Wow. So they've switched from these cobblestones here to little sort of round bouldery rocks, isn't it? That must be later though, mustn't it? Do you think?
I think it was all at the same time.
Do you think so?
Sure.
I wonder where they got these from, because these aren't local stones, are they?
Seaside stones, aren't they, really?
They would have to come a long way, wouldn't they, by horse and cart when they built this? Yeah. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah, they actually put some in there, haven't they, in the middle bit, was it?
Yeah, all round the edge.
Yeah. I see, right, yeah. So all the edging bit was done in little cobbles, and the middle bit was done with these local stones, which they would have cut out of the quarry, and yeah, had it as sort of limestone blocks. Basically, they would have cropped these because they're nice and straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a layer of that on top, and then we have clay below, and then another layer of these slabby bricks with slabs on top, and a brick channel. Yeah. Good bit of workmanship, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the oldest drains, isn't it? This one, I think.
Yeah. Well, we've.
Runs straight down under
Yeah.
the garden, probably under the studio, under the garden.
Yeah.
To the field, and then off into the pond, not the pond, the street.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as the little house over there. You know, they've got, when that drain blew up, it was exactly the same system as this, but eventually it collapsed. But they didn't have that much weight on it because it was just that little bit of triangle, and we pulled it up and found the same kind of methodology of work.
They had buses turning on there, though, haven't they, over the years?
Oh, have they? Ah.
Wrong turnings for the dudes up here and stuff. They're coming the wrong way and they turn round up there. So
That would have been it, yeah. That would have been it. Yeah, I think I had a...
Hopefully we're just going to go to here, Alex,
Yeah.
and then we're going to get the drain men to come and try and...
Rod again.
It's a bit softer than mud up here. It's not
Is
got
it?
so much tarmac in it.
God, blimey.
And if they can corkscrew further on, then we can build this bit out of a bit of plastic pipe
Yeah.
underground and make a new gully and
With some pea gravel on top, and then...
a couple of slabs maybe on the top of that.
Yeah.
Another thing, but
Yeah. And then a bit of concrete and a few of these blocks put back in the concrete to make it look nice.
you'll have to walk on to that.
All right, mate. Cheers.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we're just up here in the wood yard. We've got a whole lot of activity happening today. We've got Ray, who's taking out all the firewood out of the kiln, so that's what's happening over there at the moment. He is spinning those into our dry pile because they've been in the kiln for about 10 days, and I just moisture tested them. They're coming in about, well, the outsides are 0 moisture, but what we do is we split them inside and then retest what the moisture is in the inside of the log, and that's coming in about sort of 18%, which is just spot on with the ready to burn certificate that the government gives us. That's where the log's got to be. So we'll just follow him in and see what he's doing. There he goes. Just fishing him out of those stillages that we've made. We've got good old Dennis. He's trooping away, doing more firewood there. So we're just trying to keep up with demand on the firewood side. We flip around. That was the wood chip that we had come out from all the logs that we had stored on the back, the arb logs that we had the Jen's chipper do. And then we just had another couple of loads of arb logs come in. There's 25 tonnes in each of those rows, so we've got 50 tonnes there. What Ray's going to do is he's going to move all of these logs into the corner of the clamp over here, and we're going to get rid of all of these logs here, put them into the sillages. They were a longer cut log that we did a few weeks ago, and they want to get dried, but he'll move out those blocks. It's just behind me there, and he'll shift all those logs into the corner. And then we'll reassemble that block wall halfway in the clamp so we can divide up any logs that we get from the wood chip that we have. And so Ray's going to be buzzing away on that. And over in this corner with the dryer, I'll just show you that's where all the empty stillages are. So they've got to be refilled and put back in the kiln again. So we've got 24 of these stillages. and they're just behind. We made them up earlier from ex-MOD stillages, and then we put the steel work, welded all the steel work on the sides when Dan was here. And then I think tomorrow I could probably get on and empty this dryer here. That's been sitting there. We put a tarpaulin on top to keep the rain off. So that's had 10 days, so they should be nice and dry as well in there. So yeah, that's what's happening up here today on the woodyard. You haven't finished it. You need a bit more, do you, there? I see. Okay. So they're putting in posts here to support the wall, because just over here it fell down and we had to put that bit of boarding in. So Barry and Richard have done all these ones in previous years. Now he's going. Did you forget this one before, Barry? Did you forget this one before? Put this post in earlier when you did the last ones. No, of course not, mate. Definitely not. Oh well, you'll make the neighbours happy. You got rid of the bushes. Always, that's what we want to do. Make them happy. Very good. Where are the cracks? Yeah. What's this little bit of angle for here, Barry? Oh. It's starting to... Well, that's where the cracking's starting, is it? It's a bit down there, isn't it? There's a bit of crack down there. There's another one there. So it's starting to move over, is it? There's a fair bit of weight in that wall, I suppose, isn't there? Hey? That thick, yeah. 500-600 mil, I suppose, at the bottom. Top, is it? Cripes. Yeah. It's a bit of a danger, isn't it? 2 foot wide, yeah. It's some wall. Yeah. So is the boss happy with it?
They're pretty happy, yeah. Well, I could do it myself, but you know,
Yeah. Give the young guy a go. Ian, you're not going to pull up this one as well as this side, are you, mate?
I'll do my best. Can't make any promises, though.
Fair enough. Does that one run in then?
Well, we don't know.
Oh, gosh. Oh, blimey. Fucking well jammed in, isn't it? You've made good progress on this one over here, haven't you, mate? Yeah. I think we need Tony Robinson here, don't we?
We need a drain man of some...
And his time team or whatever it is. Oh, these are all the other ones.
Find all that missing gold.
Yeah, because I haven't spent it.
No, that's what your dad says as well.
Yeah, I think they've probably combed out everything already a long time ago. Blimey, that looks well stuck. So guys, we removed the block wall that was sitting over there where we had a load of long firewood we chopped up, and we put the blocks there. Ray's just removing all of the R logs that came in the other day. We've got 50 tons sat there, and he's just pushing them all up into the corner, and then we'll get a block wall coming out from there. We make the block wall so half the clamp we can take wood chip on, the other half we can take these R logs on. So that's what we're doing there. We'll get another couple of loads of R logs, and then we'll get the tractor chipper in, and he can just sit there all day chucking through that stuff and making another heap of the wood chip there. So yeah, that's what's happening up there on the clamp, and yeah, we'll go see what else is happening around. So we've got Barry and Richard here just putting in the concrete panels. We had Sam Skinner the other day, just doing the concrete base for our little shed here. So that's gone in quite nicely. Yeah, they're putting the panels down now, so that will be panelled up for use at some stage for what we've got planned. So yeah, I'll drop a little video to show you what Sam was doing with his digger a few weeks ago, just grading off the planings in there. So yeah, that looks pretty nice. Right, we'll go up and see what Dave's up to up the top there. Okay, so we put some blacktop down here so we can get round the back. Dave did that with the digger, and then he rolled it in with the dump truck, loaded the dump truck up with planings because we didn't have a roller, and actually it's gone down pretty solid, so pretty pleased with that. And I think he's just over there riddling out some of the stone. So yeah, that's what we've got to do. We've got to riddle some of these piles as well, but at least now we can get back up the tractor and trailer onto here. Still needs a little bit through there, but we'll let it just sit down for a bit and then it will be good to go. Yeah, that's the hardcore that was underneath before. Riddled through that pile. Well done, Dave. He's just riddling away through there, just finding out any more bits of hardcore that we can scavenge and take away. There's no point just sort of throwing it basically into a hole. If there's a little bit of decent hardcore, always useful to have. So there we are. Yeah. Right, so Dave is off. He is loading up with firewood out there. We've got Ray coming in to collect. Got customer wanting 4 of these long logs that we've cut up and dried. So they're going to go on the back of the I4. It's just the next door village, Grafton. So Ray will then take the telehandler out, and yeah, we better just keep cutting. Dennis Goodlad is on there, so yeah, there we go. Okay, we used the riddle bucket over there and moved all the logs over. It's left behind a whole load of crap. And whenever you get these arb logs in, you get stones like this, which do not mix with a chipper at all. So we'll have to scrape this whole area up, get rid of all this crap basically, throw it out, and then I can empty our log drying box over there, take the logs out, refill them, etc. Have another go basically. So yeah, I put a little tarpaulin over the top of that, as you can see. I'm just getting a little bit of rain coming through. And very exciting. I've got another tube for it, so I can stick that back tube onto the other exit port of the dryer and get double the amount of air going through there. So hopefully that should help a bit with the drying process. You're flying at this, Barry. You've only got one more to do. You're working too fast. I've only got one left, haven't we, Barry? That last panel we took out from up there could go where you're standing here or there or something, couldn't it? I think it's big enough, yeah, just about. So, yeah, spot on. Sorry, mate. Those ones down there, no, they won't fit, but that one round the corner will. Yeah. Yeah, that, I think it will go in. Okay guys, we're just going to take these logs out of the container, so I'm going to come around the back here and unplug this line here, which has been putting the hot air in from the dryer. These logs have been in here for about 2 weeks. I just took the tarpaulin off the top, so we're going to try and back up now. Dave's going to give me a hand, see if we can tip them out onto the concrete and then pick them up. That's it, Ray. Keep going back, mate. I'll just move the blocks. Just to get them pressure off the tarmac to the wheels. Nice bit of sleeper there. Let's just open up the door now. Take out my temporary baffle, just slows down the air inside a little bit before I make a proper baffle in there. So yeah. Oh, it's looking a bit stodgy, better put more air in there. Just that heavy, it's telehandler's struggling to pick it up, but it should start to come out now. Just keeps lifting, going back gradual. Bolts come out. On the machine now, those tyres are looking a bit more healthy. Not a bad system, but you do need a bit of concrete to pour them out on so you can pick them up again. Tell you one thing, there's a fair old bit of heat coming off this, and you can see what's happening. The logs are drying and they're cracking, so that's good. Right, perfect. It's just pushing those up into a heap. They're all along here, and he's just using the big bucket just to scoop them up into a great big heap, and then we'll bag those up for deliveries, get the thing back in place, do the next one. spot on. Okay guys, I'm just standing underneath our new shed. The panels have all been put in there and the roof is just going on the top there. Hope you enjoyed that, this week's vid. Just a short one given that we had the chipper in at the start of the week. Yeah, we'll come back next week, show you what we're up to. But if you enjoyed that, please think about hitting the subscribe button. Helps the channel get us up to 1,000. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers.